ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्य किल शक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यान् शास्त्रचरण श्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुने शौनकादृशिभ्यो त्रयादृशिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रह देवताभ्यो दशैक्पालेभ्यो नमः। दत्तात्रेयदक्षिणामूर्तये ग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीकृष्णानुग्रह श्रुतिमातानुग्रह परब्रह्मानुग्रह द्वारा परमात्मानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मवैदिक संस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं च श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणस्य शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं च करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणं See, we are doing this Skanda Purana Antargata Bhagavad Mahatmya Parayanam, third chapter, huge 74 shlokas. So today half, tomorrow half we do. ओम श्रीमद् स्कांद पुराण अंतर्गत श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण महात्म्य पारायणम् अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः। सूत उवाच अतोद्धवस्तु तान् दृष्ट्वा कृष्णकीर्तन तत्परान् सत्कृत्याथ परिष्वज्य परीक्षितमुवाचः। उद्धव उवाच धन्योऽसि राजन् कृष्णैक भक्त्या पूर्णोऽसि नित्यदा यस्त्वं निमग्नचित्तोऽसि कृष्णसङ्कीर्तनोत्सवे कृष्णपत्नीषु वज्रे च दिष्ट्या प्रीतिः प्रवर्तिता तवोचितमिदं तात कृष्णदत्ताङ्गवैभव द्वारकास्थेषु सर्वेषु धन्या एतेन संशयः येषां व्रजनिवासाय पार्थमादिष्टवान् प्रभुः। श्रीकृष्णस्य मनश्चन्द्रः राधास्य प्रभयान्वितः तद्विहारवनं गोभिः मण्डयन् रोचते सदा। कृष्णचन्द्रः सदा पूर्णः तस्य षोडशया कलाः चित्सहस्रप्रभा भिन्ना अत्रास्ते तत्स्वरूपता। एवं वज्रस्तु राजेन्द्र प्रपन्नः भयभञ्जकः श्रीकृष्णदक्षिणे पादे स्थानमेतस्य वर्तते। अवतारेऽत्र कृष्णेन योगमायाति भाविताः तद्बलेनात्मविस्मृत्य सीदन्त्येतेन संशयः। ऋते कृष्णप्रकाशं तु स्वात्मबोधो न कस्यचित् तत्प्रकाशस्तु जीवानां मायया पिहितः सदा। अष्टाविंशे द्वापरान्ते स्वयमेव यदा हरिः उत्सारयेत् निजां मायां तत्प्रकाशो भवेत् तदा। स तु कालो व्यतिक्रान्तः तेनेदमपरं शृणु अन्यदा तत्प्रकाशस्तु श्रीमद्भागवतात् भवेत्। श्रीमद्भागवतं शास्त्रं यत्र भागवतैर्यदा कीर्त्यते श्रूयते चापि श्रीकृष्णस्तत्र निश्चितं। श्रीमद्भागवतं यत्र श्लोकं श्लोकार्धमेव च तत्रापि भगवान् कृष्णः वल्लभीभिर्विराजते। भारते मानवं जन्म प्राप्य भागवतं नयैः श्रुतं पापपराधीनैः आत्मघातस्तु तैः कृतः। श्रीमद्भागवतं शास्त्रं नित्यं यैः परिसेवितं पितुर्मातुश्च भार्यायाः कुलपङ्क्तिः सुतारित विद्याप्रकाशो विप्राणां राज्ञां शत्रुजयो विशां धनं स्वास्थ्यं च शूद्राणां श्रीमद्भागवतात् भवेत् योषुताम् अपरेषां च सर्ववाञ्छितपूरणम् अतो भागवतं नित्यं को न सेवेत भाग्यवान् अनेकजन्म संसिद्धः श्रीमद्भागवतं लभे प्रकाशो भगवद्भक्तेः उद्भवस्तत्र जायते साङ्ख्यायन प्रसादाप्तं श्रीमद्भागवतं पुरा बृहस्पतिर्दत्तवान् मे तेनाहं कृष्णवल्लभः आख्यायिकां च तेनोक्तां विष्णुरातनिबोधतां ज्ञायते सम्प्रदायोऽपि यत्र भागवतश्रुतेः बृहस्पतिर्वाच ईक्षां चक्रे यदा कृष्णः मायापुरुषरूपधृको ब्रह्मा विष्णुः शिवश्चापि रजः सत्त्वतमो गुणैः पुरुषास्त्रय उत्थस्तुः अधिकारान् सदा दिशतु उत्पत्तौ पालने चैव संहारे प्रक्रमेण तान् ब्रह्मा तु नाभिकमलात् उत्पन्नस्तं व्यजिज्ञसत्त्वतु ब्रह्मोवाच नारायणादिपुरुष परमात्मन्नमोऽस्तु ते त्वया सर्गे नियुक्तोऽस्मि पापीयान् मां रजो गुणः तत्स्मृतौ नैव बाधेत तथैव कृपया प्रभो बृहस्पतिर्वाच यदा तु भगवांस्तस्मै श्रीमद्भागवतं पुरा उपदिश्याब्रवीद् ब्रह्मन् सेवस्वैनत् स्वसिद्धये ब्रह्मा तु परमप्रीतः तेन कृष्णाप्तये निशं सप्तावर्णभङ्गाय सप्ताहं समवर्तयतु श्रीभागवत सप्ताह सेवनाप्तमनोरथः सृष्टिं वितनुते नित्यं स सप्ताहः पुनः पुनः विष्णुरप्यर्थयामास पुमांसं स्वार्थसिद्धये प्रजानां पालने पुंस यदनेनापि कल्विदः विष्णुर्वाच प्रजानां पालनं देव करिष्यामि यथोचितं प्रवृत्त्या च निवृत्त्या च कर्मज्ञानप्रयोजनात् यदा यदैव कालेन धर्मग्लानिर्भविष्यति धर्मं संस्थापयिष्यामि यवतारैस्तदा तदा भोगार्थिभ्यस्तु यज्ञादि फलं दास्यामि निश्चितं मोक्षार्थिभ्यो विरक्तेभ्यः मुक्तिं पञ्चविधां तथा येऽपि मोक्षं न वाञ्छन्ति तान् कथं पालयाम्यहम् आत्मानं च श्रियं चापि पालयामि कथं वद तस्मै अपि पुमान् आद्यः श्रीभागवतमादिशतु उवाच च पटस्वैनतु तव सर्वार्थसिद्धये ततो विष्णुः प्रसन्नात्मा परमार्थकपालने समर्थोऽभूत् श्रियामासि मासि भागवतं स्मरण यदा विष्णुः स्वयं वक्ता लक्ष्मीश्च श्रवणे रता तदा भागवतश्रावः मासेनैव पुनः पुनः यदा लक्ष्मीः स्वयं वक्त्री विष्णुश्च श्रवणे रतः मासद्वयं रसास्वादः तदातीव सुशोभते अधिकारे स्थितो विष्णुः लक्ष्मीर्निश्चिन्तमानसा तेन भागवतास्वादः तस्या भूरि प्रकाशते अथ रुद्रोऽपि तं देवं संहाराधिकृतः पुरा उमां सम्प्रार्थयामास स्वसामर्थ्यविवृद्धये श्रीरुद्र उवाच नित्यनैमित्तिके चैव संहारे प्राकृते तथा शक्तयो मम विद्यन्ते देवदेव मम प्रभो आत्यन्तिके तु संहारे मम शक्तिर्न विद्यते महद्दुःखं ममैतत्तु तेन त्वां प्रार्थयाम्यहम् बृहस्पतिर्वाच श्रीमद्भागवतं तस्मै अभिनारायणो ददौ स तु संसेवनात् अस्य जिज्ञे चापि तमो गुणं कथा भागवती तेन सेविता वर्षमात्रतः लये त्वात्यन्तिके तेन अवापशक्तिं सदाशिवः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीभागवत शरणं मम Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Suta Sharanam Mama, Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Narada Sharanam Mama, Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama, Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama, Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nata Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nata Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nata Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nata Narayana Vasudeva. Om Mukhaṁ Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Krupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Sarge Satyeja Kailase Vaikunte Nasteyam Rasaha Adapivantu Sadbhagyaha Mama Munchida Karhichida Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavatam Maha Puranam Ekadasha Skandha Muktirhitva Anyatha Rupam Sarupena Vyavasthidehi Atha Ashtavimshodhyayah. Shri Bhagavanuvāca. Hari Om. Salute to the Lord, to entire Bhagavatacharyas, Bhagavata Bhaktas, Bhagavata Avataras, and all the Rishis, Munis, whomever we are able to remember. To Lord Krishna we salute, to Uddhava, because he became the means. Let us salute the Brahma Tattva, let us salute the Shruti Mata. We are in Bhagavatam, the 28th chapter of 11th Skandha. Very deep, very profound, very detailed, very complete, therefore very important subject, essence of entire Vedanta, entire Upanishads, and an Adhyatmika Sadhaka. What he has to know, what he has to do, what he has to reach. All these are explained in these beautiful verses. That is why we are taking time to study. Today is exactly, what is the date? 25. So 1 month, 25 August we started. So good, sometimes big chapter, important chapter. Topic is sublime, so we can spend, learn. And Vedanta is the one till Paramatma is experienced. No, we have to every day study, do the vicharana of the same thing, every day listen and all. Even after the Anubhuti of Paramatma, what else can be done? Can be done then? Again, doing the prachara of this jnanam only for those who deserve it, for those who want it. So, in this way, Jivanam becoming Bhagavanmayam, to come out of the samsara and difficulties, Bhagavan Mayam to do sadhana, Bhagavan Mayam at Anubhuti level, even after that also Bhagavan Mayam only. Because that alone is Satyam, that alone is Nityam and all. Everything other than that is Asatyam, Anityam, Maya. वो है मानो तो रहेगा, पकड़ोगे तो पकड़ेगा, पकड़ में आया हम तो हमको वो फंसाएगा. Is it not? The more nearer we go to world, the more world is real and we are bound. And we are away from God. Conversely, the more near to God we are, the Lord alone is real and we are liberated. We are away from the Maya and Maya Kruta Bhayankara, this Janjal. This is so simple thing, but then to understand it only hundreds of lives of satsanga is required. Understanding happens at the intellectual level, but the conviction and actually doing it of being away from world, being near to God. Everybody does being away from the world, near to God every day. But again, if they are doing every day means what? They are going back to the world. That is why the point is not becoming spiritual. Point is always being spiritual. This rahasya we have to catch. Otherwise, even a terrorist also does his namaz 5 times. Namaskar. Does it mean that he has become saintly? Think about it. Being spiritual is not part time and not to go back. That is the power of Maya. It sends us to spirituality but doesn't allow us to be there permanently. Pulls us. What is therefore conquering Maya? That is why Sarva Dharman Pariteja exclusively Mamekam Sharanam. That is the meaning of Ananya Chintayantamam Nityabhyuktanam Mam Paripasta. Then how I live to your life, what is required? Yoga Kshemam, you don't worry, I will give. For the sake of your Yoga Kshema, you leave me, then you are caught up in the Maya. It is like the mother, father telling the child, be in the room, just keep on studying. What food you need, etc., we bring. You come out for the food, then you will see other things, other things, other things. Your mind, everything gets distracted. You can't study. Is it not? हम ले आएंगे तुम्हारे लिए, तुम बैठ के पढ़ो. So too, भगवान कहते हैं आपको जीने के लिए जो चाहिए योगक्षेमम I will bring. But for your mukti, what you have to do is you have to do. That is what Ananyas Chintayantu Mam Tejna Parivas. Now see, the rahasyam in the draw. For our survival, what yogakshema is required, Bhagavan can give it. But for our mukti, what sadhana is required, he cannot do. We have to do that. If that was the case, Bhagavan would have said that, no, you take care of your yogakshema, then your ananya chinta paripasate, I will do it for you. He would have said that. It any of the literature is it said that तुम अपना योग फ्रेम देख लो, मैं तुम्हारा साधना करूंगा. कोई भी कहीं भी नहीं कहते. So in those slokas, these very important subtle things are there. Even to catch that, we need Bhagavad Kripa. Like when we are chanting now, Skanda Purana Antargata Bhagavatam, oh, it was so sublime knowledge Uddhavji was telling to Parikshitji and Vajranava in the Bhagavata Mahatmya. So, what is the topic under discussion? These Vedantic topics have to be repeatedly, daily heard, pondered, and contemplated till it becomes so natural habit that you are always in that. You understood? You are not even seeing any word appearing other than it. In that way, you have to be totally submerged in the Bhagavata Tattva. तब तक करते रहना है, उसके बाद भी वहीं रहना. And we are million times saying, millimicrosecond, we have shifted our attention from the self or forgot our identity. Even a microsecond time, we have given little importance reality to the upadhi. That is enough chance given for the terrorists, the infiltrators to come and do the suicide bombing. You know that? We will be falling in the world. These are the things after many lives of study and seeing Mahatmas, more than all, seeing one's own experiences, we will know. You and I, even in many of our earlier lives, must have reached up to almost the peak level of sadhana, but not touched it. And then, like the 98 reached 99 snake has eaten us, we came back to again 10, 11, 20. In that snake and ladder game, we might have come back. ऐसा ही सांप सीढ़ी चलता ही रहता है. कब तक? जब तक हम सांप के मुंह में आते ही नहीं. इन दैट सांप सीढ़ी वाला केस में, दैट इज नॉट इन आवर हैंड्स. जो नंबर गिरता है हो, बट इन स्पिरिचुअल साधना यू कैन चूज योर सीढ़ी. You can always reach. It by our wrong choice only we are entering to the samp. याद रख लेना. And in that samp and CD में, every CD is given as all divine qualities, spiritual qualities. Every samp is shown as all the negative values, etc. Kama, Krodha, Lova, Moha, all of them are samp. All these positive values, ahimsa, satyamas, all these things are the CD batate Maha. Anyway, as we go on listening to Shastras, our Rajas Tamas should be replaced by Satoguna. The Lakshana of the Satoguna is 1. Knowing that I am bound. 2. Wanting to get liberated. 3. Knowing that liberation is possible when I experience my essential self. 4. Convinced that sadhana I only have to do. Sixth, to do that sadhana, whatever obstructions are there, I only have to conquer them with the help, okay, of the Guru, Upasana, Shastra, Daivam. When all these are crystal clear, and yet the Lord is there ahead of me, behind me, left to me, right to me, inside me, to push me, to empower me. This Bhakti Sharanagati. Is it not? All put together called Shuddha Sattva Guna. I am bound, I have to be liberated. Liberation is in Atmanubhuti. Atmanubhuti, I only have to try for it. For the sake of that, I have to give up all those things which are binding me in the world. Of course, in doing all this, the help of Bhagavan, help of Shastra, help of the Guru, we can go on seeking. जो इसके बाद क्लियर होता है वो शुद्ध सत्व में है और वैसा ही जीना है फिर जीवन the then the giving up or the result of studying all the shastras is this. Until it happens, go on studying, go on studying, go on. Other than shastra, there is no other way to crystal clearly know all these things. And in the knowledge of all these only, we can have that very beautiful goal in front, go on seeking. If not, the world, the Maya, is taken as the goal. Okay. Now the 29 sloka was exhaustively studied yesterday. Even the 30th also we explained. We just chant them in 2 minutes and we just see the summary of it. Then we go to next 2 or 3 slokas. Whatever the Lord wants today. Kuyogino ye vihatantarayaihi manushya bhutaihi tridashopasrushthaihi ते प्राक्तनाभ्यासबलेन भूयः युञ्जन्ति योगं न तु कर्मतन्त्रम् कुयोगिनो ये विहतान्तरायैः मनुष्यभूतैः त्रिदशोपसृष्टैः ते प्राक्तनाभ्यासबलेन भूयः युञ्जन्ति योगं न तु कर्मतन्त्रम्. So, Suyogi is who realized the self. Okay? Yogis without realizing self died. What was those things which made him not to realize self? Even though he was trying, they are called antaraya. Inner and outer. Now, let us discuss first only this point, else we may miss it. Let how many number of antarayas come? There are two things. Between the antaraya means interruption, difficulties, problems, there are always moments of freedom, moments of relaxation. Those moments of freedom and relaxation, that's what sukh mein, dukh mein, subhan sab kare, sukh mein kare na koi wala. Those moments of freedom, relaxation, the more intensely we can do the yoga sadhana, that makes us deserving more better opportunities of sadhana in the subsequent lives. Along with doing sadhana in the convenient moments, even during the inconvenient moments also, if we can do little by little sadhana, even then we are the greatest sadhakas. Krishna, like because of my mistake or prarabdha, I have any physiological problem. That physiological problem also can be of no less pain also, more pain also, most pain also. Narayan, maximum pain also. So, one person with minimum pain also, he can give up sadhana. The other one is that with the most maximum acute pain is going through. Still in his mouth, Bhagavan Nama is going on. We have to come to the second level. Let the body be given to doctor, pain, whatever ho. In a corner of our heart, Om Namo Narayana, Ye Bhagavan Raksha Karo. May get detached from this Deha Tadatmya. May not do any papa, which Deha Tadatmya, which is giving me this dukkha through Deha. I understood it. Please forgive me. Please give me the intelligence we can do. This is the extreme sadhana. Mediocre sadhana is when the health, anyway, I give the example health problem. It may be financial problem, it can be mind's disturbance because of someone. छोटा प्रॉब्लम को भगवान को छोड़ देना बहुत कमजोर बुजदिल का लक्ष्य. जितना भी बड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो फिर भी भगवान का स्मरण करना. ग्रेट. दिस इज द सेकंड. फर्स्ट इज हाईएस्ट इज विथ मोस्ट डिफिकल्टी still remembering God. Second is small difficulties remembering God. But the minimum we have to do is when we are healthy, when you have relatively less problems, responsibilities, which that such occasions are given to us every day at least 10-20 times. Mainly they are early morning before anybody gets up. Then half an hour pehle utho. Nobody is there whom you have to fight with or talk to. You encash it. Then when everybody gone to school, college, office, you are at home. Is it not? Even afternoon, after everybody had food together, dispersed that 1 hour. Even night before sleep, everybody sleeps half an hour that time. Occasionally, when everybody go to their own different works during holiday camp, अब कितने बार आपको समय मिलता? एवरी डे की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं. उन समयों को हमें साधना में यूज करना. Then, even difficulties also, we should be able to do sadhana. Sometimes difficulties are very big ones, so we totally not able to do sadhana or karte karte hi without reaching Paramatma we died. What happens to that person next life is this one. Te remember praktana abhyasa balena, because of the strength of the abhyasa which he has done in the earlier life. Not abhyasa, abhyasa bala means कितना बल आपने इकट्ठा किया अभ्यास कर करके. लाइक धना इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट. धन बल मीन्स हाउ मच धन वी हैव. अदरवाइज 2 रुपए भी धन है, 2 करोड़ भी धन है. सो टू जन बल. Jana is not. You have one servant. That is not Jana. You have 1,000 people behind. That's called Jana Bala. So to Abhyasa is not once or twice. Vigorously doing. That Bala. Praktana Abhyasa Balena. Like that is why you have Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Kundalini Yoga. But even Abhyasa is also called as Yoga by Krishna. In the 8th chapter. It's very intelligent thought it is. Very important. Abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa, he says. What do you mean abhyasa yoga Bhagavan? Ulta karo, yoga abhyasa. Yoga का अभ्यास ही अभ्यास योग है. कर्म योग, भक्ति योग, ज्ञान योग हो गया ना, या इन योगों का अभ्यास करना है ना, हाँ अभ्यास ही योग है. सबसे बड़ा योग कौन सा है? कर्म योग या भक्ति योग या ज्ञान योग? नो, इन तीनों को अभ्यास करने वाला योग. That is Balavan Yoga. That is important. Otherwise, everybody intellectually knows little. But करना है. करने से आने वाला स्ट्रेंथ. करने के लिए भी स्ट्रेंथ चाहिए, करने से भी स्ट्रेंथ भी आता है. सो ते प्राक्तन अभ्यास बलेन भूयः again युञ्जन्ति योगम. They will be again pulled to the yoga. They will be given all those opportunities, conveniences. That is why I with this explanation and with our life's experiences from last 2 years, we can easily come to the understanding that In our earlier lives, to some extent, we have done the abhyasa of listening to Shastras. Whatever we are doing in this life is not the beginning, it's a continuation. We have done a little of it earlier life. In this life, while doing all this very intensely, if we know the Lord, truth, and get liberated, done. For any of the reasons, if we can't do, the reasons are antarayas. What are antarayas? We are going to see. By any reason, can't do, but in the next life, it continues. So, what is the essence of this thought? Essence is what? As much abhyasa as possible, you do it. That alone is going to pay rewards. So, don't give any excuse of absolutely not doing. Okay, that is wrong. And take as many as chances, opportunities to go on doing. To make us do sadhana this way, knowingly or unknowingly alone, intelligently, our rishis munis have given all these festivals and vrata ityadi. You know, you only say कि मैं नवरात्र का उपवास रख रहा हूँ, दुर्गा पाठ कर रहा हूँ. In your surface mind, you know that a Navaratri are every year I do Durga Path. But without your knowledge, the 9 days you are made to do sadhana of Durga Smaranam. हमको पता ही नहीं चलता कि हम साधना कर रहे हैं, लेकिन साधना होता है हमसे. हाउ? बिकॉज यू आर डूइंग इट एज व्रत. दैट्स व्हाट द गुरुज ऋषिज हैव इंट्रोड्यूस्ड. इसको पता चला कि ये साधना कर रहा है, तो इसका मन और अहंकार रिवोल्ट करेगा. इसलिए इसको बिना पता चले साधना करवाना है. कैसे? ऐसा कोई इंट्रोड्यूस करो जिससे साधना हो रहा है लेकिन नहीं पता. व्हाट आर दे? व्रत एंड अनुष्ठान. The more persons are doing vratas, anushtanas during these special occasions, make a habit of them. They are great seekers, real seekers. Then you and I only sitting and listening and doing nothing other than that. So tomorrow onwards, Navaratri. These 9 days, the whole universe is going to be reverberating with the smarana of Mother Jagannatha Adi Parashakti. How much we contribute to the total, the thought of Mother through our upasanas. In reciprocation, how we get the share of everyone's doing is in our hands. Like any other normal days, eat and sleep, or make some commitments. Anyway, 9 दिन तो खत्म हो ही जाएंगे. इन 9 दिनों में मैं करूँगा तपस्या अनुष्ठान. The anushtana first is change of food, reduction of food, because that is the one which induces tamas. Second is totally giving up all those activities of TV, etc., which induce the rajas. Then totally involved in those sadhanas which bring sattva. Is it not? Very clear. There is no ambiguity for you and me, because every day we are studying this vrata for 9 days. Then you can see that you can do, that conviction comes. Then continue. Is it not? 9 दिन किया तो हर साल 9 दिन, धीरे धीरे साल में 2 बार 9 दिन, है ना. वसंत ऋतु में भी नवरात्रि आते हैं राम जी के टाइम, ये भी है साल में 2 बार. उसको धीरे धीरे महीने में, साल में 2 बार 9 9 दिन. देर आफ्टर एवरी मंथ 9 days. You can know the one who can do 9 days a year, he can do twice 9 days a year. The one who can do like that, every month 9 days he can do. When he can do 9, why not 15? You can do 15, you can do every day. This is how through the Vrata Anushtanam intensified, we can slowly enter into this sadhana. And this is the only way. Left to ourselves, postponing all these things, we can never start anything for lives together. Just like every one of you never started learning Sanskrit, therefore never you learn Sanskrit. You start, you would have learned by now. From last 2 साल थोड़ा भी शुरू किया होता तो एक आध 2 लाइन तो आते ना. नहीं किया तो 2 साल में एक लाइन भी नहीं आया. क्या होता? In the same way, those who never start, they never continue, they never reach. Those who start and don't stop, they go on walking and they reach. Understood, na? What is the whole thought here? Praktana abhyasa balena yogena yunjati. Yunjanti yogam. And natu karma tantram is not fully lost into karma, karma phala, karta, bhokta. Therefore, if somebody without even a sadhana little, totally lost in karma, karma phala, karta, bhokta, earlier life, he has not done even little sadhana. So, if such people are there in your family, introduce little of the sadhana to them. The getting of grandchildren and grandchildren's only purpose is to give them those samskara. And we having our parents, grandfathers is to get from them this adhyatmika yoga sadhana samskaras. Yoga means karma bhakti jnana इत्यादि. बड़े लोग क्यों है हमारी जिंदगी में? इन संस्कारों को शुरू कराने के लिए. नहीं किया, so they are useless fellows, our elders. They only gave us food, etc. Like every buffalo gives to its child. Every gadha gives to its child. Every kawwa, every kabutar, tota, they all give food to their child. So my elders also gave me food, not the yoga samskara. So they really reared us as animals only. Their mistake it is. But it is not our case. We are given some samskara, therefore we are here. So too, you to your grandchildren, children, everything gave, not this one, means what? You have reared them like Pashu. In this space, strongly you have to take. Yeah. The strong words alone sometimes help us. And all this is based on what? Ki only in Paramatma Anubhuti there is Mukti. Other than Paramatma Anubhuti, everything else is Maya. In that Maya, in the beginning, it may tempt us with the outer pleasure Sukha, but slowly it enslaves us. Thereafter, to come out of the clutches is impossible. We start falling slowly. What is falling? From the human to the animal to the devilish level. It's like slowly you allow these Britishers, the Mughals, the French, Dutch to our India out of love, sympathy. Slowly those Rakshasas overpower and make us only the slaves in our own country. And we are for 1200 years under the slavery of them. And it's a very less time. But for a jiva, not doing any sadhana because the elders have not introduced to him, only involved in the world, once he becomes slave, it will be for millions of lives. And the degradation is what? From the human to the animal, yoni you enter. Even the choice which we had as a human to rethink, to do some sadhana at least, also is lost, taken away. एनिमल्स को चॉइस ही नहीं होता बेचारा, उसको घास फीस खा के मरना है बस. Means what? As a human, the choice was not executed. Therefore, that jiva jantu are given that punishment. Now, the jiva jantus are given punishment is lesson for us. That we also become like that. They can't learn lesson from us. Again, to Ishvara Krupa, whenever he wants, he may give another chance for them as a human. और तभी नहीं किया तो गया. So the idea is what? We have to get samskara from our elders. We have to give samskara of sadhana to the next generation, and on everyday basis a little all the other yoga उनसे करवाना है. Is puja yoga, japa yoga, swadhyaya yoga, anything, something related to Paramatma, they have to go on doing. That bala only again in the next life brings more opportunity. Those opportunities, if you don't use, again lost, like many of you using opportunity and coming. Many thousands of them know the classes are going on. It is an opportunity, but they are lost. They are not recognizing it. मौका मिलने के बाद फंसना मत. Here Bhagavan though says ki yunjanti yogam natu karma tantra means what? Those who have got प्राक्तन अभ्यास बल. बल नहीं है अभ्यास में, तो वो लोग फिर मिलने के बाद भी मौका उसका फायदा नहीं उठाएंगे. So these all things we have to keep in mind and plan our life, plan our spiritual sadhana. That is the idea of Bhagavan giving such a salient, important, sacred points which are not everywhere given. One side he is giving assurance that your abhyasa bala of this life will take you to the sadhana continuous next life. In that only, without saying, he says, in this life you don't do the abhyasa bala, next life you are lost in karma. Karma bala, as a jiva, as a samsari, denied of all this glorious, grand spirituality of each of the yoga, bhakti, karma, jnana, dhyana. क्या महान है ये सब जीवन विधान, उन सब से हम वंचित हो जाएंगे. लाइक वी वर डिनाइड ऑफ ऑल दिस इन आवर अर्लियर पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ. नाउ वी आर कमिंग, बट पहले कहाँ फंसे थे, किससे क्या बात कर रहे थे, क्या मन में था, क्या पैसे, क्या धंधा, इसी में थे. डिड वी एवर थिंक अबाउट the world, its cause, the Paramatma, it is reality, it is his Maya Shakti which is running the show of the world, it is illusory, it is not real, it will bind us if we give. ये सारा कहाँ पता था हमको पहले. जस्ट नो अभी गुरु कृपा ईश्वर कृपा से हम आ रहे, तो इसलिए कुछ कुछ पता चल रहा. ओके, नाउ व्हाट आर दी अंतरायास वी हैव टू गार्ड अगेंस्ट टू द एक्सटेंट वी कैन. वन थिंग इज डोंट इनवाइट द अंतरायास. सेकंड, इवन इफ दे कम आउट ऑफ डेस्टिनी, ट्राई टू मैनेज. लाइक ना पानी में डूबने वाला, चलो डूब रहा हूं, मर रहा हूं, ऐसा नहीं कहता. Even if he doesn't know swimming, na? Till his last moment of life, he goes on trying to come out. होता है कि नहीं? Till the last, he goes on trying. In the same way, we also, in spite of all antarayas, whether it's self-invoked or somebody, it came out of prarabdha, or somebody is deliberately doing, we though will not leave our sadhana. जितना हो सके उतना करना. याद रख ले इन बातों, ये भूल जाते हैं हम इन्हीं चीजों को. बिकॉज वी फॉरगेट दिस, एनी अंतराया कम्स आउट, then we get lost in that. If doesn't come, we only invite antaraya. Okay, what are the antarayas or the interruptions or the obstacles or the things which break our continuity of sadhana? They are antarayaihi. They are in your own personal made. Your own antaraya is what? As I told you just now, excessive food eaten, then you will be so sleepy. तामसिक फूड ईटन, दिमाग काम करना बंद करेगा. राजसिक फूड ईटन, ऑल द टाइम गैसेस, डिस्टर्बेंस, हीट इन द एंटायर बॉडी, नो कामनेस. ये अंतराय किसने दिया? मैं नहीं लिया. So to irregularity in my schedule and any useless thing tempts me, I go for it. ये सारे self अंतराय, मतलब without anybody's involvement. Personally, whatever the stupid nonsense things we do, all of them are self-created antaraya. That is why, though the Guru is sending the disciple, how he is afraid of the disciples' problems in future, that the Guru बुला के बिठा के कन्वोकेशन में सत्यमदा धर्मम जरा स्वाध्याय माँ इतना घिस घिस के सिखा रहे, आप समझ लो उसकी बात. उपनिषद में he has no doubt on the disciples, but still you can't trust the disciples' mind, which is Maya, and the world, it is a total Maya. Actually, it doesn't want to leave the disciple, but a time comes where he'll have to go. But once he goes out of the umbrella of the Guru, every moment there is a risk. Then what is the only way? बट बिठा के पढ़ा दो उनको, बेटा सत्यम वद धर्मम जरा स्वाध्याय महाप्रद मीन्स whatever you learned, the discipline, the knowledge, etc. of the Gurukula, you remember every day. Because as in time and in place, you go away from this atmosphere, the opposite of that enters and it makes you forget this. Is it not happening to every day? After the class, we go in time and in place to other thing, and all this is forgotten. Till again we come next day. That is why never ever stay alone. Stay only with the Guru, with the like-minded sadhakas. It is better to fight with the people on issues rather than staying alone and destroying oneself. Only when you have full command, control over every of your mind and faculty and activity, then only take the risk of staying alone. Else, when you take the freedom, then you are becoming slave to your own life and mind. देखो, इसलिए साधना काल में ही अकेले रहकर साधना करना, उसका खत्म होते ही इमीडिएटली द अदर साधना ऑफ इन्वॉल्विंग इन द वर्ल्ड विथ आवर ड्यूटीज, विथ आवर सर्विसेज एटसेट्रा. इस तरह से चौबीसों घंटे हमारे पीछे तलवार लेकर पड़ने वाला माया से हमें बचते रहना. दैट इज कॉल्ड अंतराय. स्वयं अंतराय अंडरस्टूड नाउ. And we blame people that because of them we are not able to sadhana. Antaraya from the outer world is only 20, 30, maximum 50%. बाकी 50 अपना ही है. We take things for granted. We are not sincere first of all our sadhana. We are बच्चा लोग, but we think we are matured. That is बचपना से भी बचपना है. This I am learning nowadays. We being a child, childish, thinking that we are matured is more childish than being childish. Therefore, why? Because we think what we have known is sufficient, and with that we conduct, and it is not at all allowing us to do sadhanas. कुछ भी कर ही जाते हैं. Is it understandable? 50% of antarayas are self-created. Sometimes it is even more. That is why Atma eva Atmanah Bandhu, Atma eva Atmanah Ripuhu. I myself am my own bitter biggest enemy. My own mind, its own whims, fancies. This you will know when you stay all alone for 1 year. तब पता चलता है हम कौन है क्या है. Don't know. All your good qualities you know, you can use them. All bad qualities will surface and they will bind us. इसी देखो बच्चे को जब आप हॉस्टल भेजते हो, जो थोड़ा डिसिप्लिन है उस हॉस्टल में ई राइजेस अब सो मच, ऐसे 2-3%, बाकी 90% each of them mix up and somehow they destroy each other. Destroy means what they could do, that much they don't do. They are all alone. Anyway, so antaraya means one's own inner self-created, all interruptions of whims and fancies, taking freedom as licentiousness, taking for granted, taking the chances. This is how he goes on either postponing or not regularly doing or doing half-heartedly. Is it not? ये सब खुद के ही होते हैं, खुद के अंतराय. Apart from that, manusya antaraya. We told you the people also create antaraya. And also, therefore, which people to value, which people not to value, is it not becoming an important topic now? Now, from this standpoint, what we are every day studying from last 5 days in Vidura Niti, is it not important? Whom to make friends, whom to keep away, is he not telling us every day? That text, this text, why Bhagavan is giving us to learn together is this. The two type of antaraya from the manusya is what? Those manusyas who are not at all spiritual, but we valued them. They become so important in our life. We fall under obligations and duties. Then they create antaraya. The other type of beings, we have not involved in them, but out of prarabdha, they entered into our life. They give the antaraya. Like the neighbors. Like wife, you married her. Children, you got. But the neighbor, you didn't bring him. He came out of prarabdha. He also does antaraya of all sorts. Or anybody. Like you are driving car. The nagging wife behind is your self-created. But there are other cars and other drivers honking the horn, rough and tough overtaking. They also disturb your flow of journey. That is prarabdha antaraya. self-created destiny. But in both cases, just to become cautious, oh, these are the Manusyantaraya. Let me try not to succumb fully. I can't completely be freeing myself, but 100% पूरा हारने के बजाय 10% कम से कम साधना करो, 20%. That way when we become conscious. So Manusya Antaraya, you know it. Even many Manusya Antarayas, we only have our own choice. Out of our own attachments and all. अब ये very personal हो जाता है if I share. है ना? But then at least one level, at least after 1 or 2 or 3 attempts, we must learn, have wisdom and save our time energy for our sadhana by freeing from Manusya Antaraya. In that case, what I can say, up to children, maximum, little more grandchildren. No, don't go to great grandchildren, great grand. अब ये सब अपने सर में डालोगे तो डालते जाएंगे वो लोग. It is created अंतराय. चलो you go, you manage your grandchild. Child, I am, मैं तुमको गधों को बढ़ा के इतने काफी है. ऐसा कहना चाहिए बच्चों को. Let them take care of their children. You can't take that fellow to the school and club and all. Why they do it to your children? Because they know you are useless. You don't do any sadhana, nothing. कम से कम खा के सोने के बजाय बच्चों को स्कूल ले जाओ. That is what you can see in the face of your bahu. Just 10, 5, 4 years, do your intense sadhana and prove your worth. She will be afraid. Oh, Sasurji is so busy in Upasana Puja, I should not do so. She will do your seva, not the other way. One example it came. Any of that, any example is for conveying the point. Example is not important. Each one will have different. Don't feel happy. Thank God, ये example मेरे लिए नहीं है. There is another thing for it. How we create Manusya Antaraya by ourselves. Is it not? Stop collecting anybody's phone numbers after 60 years. Remove them. सिर्फ प्लम्बर, इलेक्ट्रिशियन, इनका ही नंबर होना चाहिए. नो अदर योर चाइल्डहुड फ्रेंड्स, एलमनाई फ्रेंड्स, नॉनसेंस. अभी इतना वेदांत पढ़ने के बाद यू शुड नो आई एम ए जीवा, आई एम टू evolve in my own sadhana. Nothing to do with. Then only, like I am in this city. In this city, I know at least 2,000 people known to me. 2,000, but not even one I call. I have my own study sadhana, Baba. आप लगे रहो तो उसका अंत नहीं है. इट गिव्स लिटिल प्लेजर, जॉय. अब व्हाट अबाउट साधना? इतने बड़े गुरु के चरण में आकर, इतने उपनिषद वेदांत पढ़कर, यू कांट एटलीस्ट डू सम साधना फॉर योर ओन सेटिस्फैक्शन, अप फॉर at the level of your own satisfaction. Then who are we cheating? Whom are we cheating? And who is cheating us? That's the idea. If this conviction is not there कि have to do sadhana, evolve and all, तो फंसे रहो. अब बोलने की क्या बात है? जो नहीं आ रहे हो तो वही कर रहे हैं ना. आपको उससे बचाने के लिए कहना पड़ता है. It's not hating anybody. It's not devaluing anybody. Delay. It's not that. No. We know what we have to do. Our sadhana. And route anybody comes, we love them, we help them. लाइक अपने कंपार्टमेंट जो बैठे हैं उससे आप बात करो 2 मिनट. अपना खाना भी उसका बांटो. यू नॉट गो टू अदर कंपार्टमेंट एंड अप टू द ड्राइवर ऑफ द गुड्स ट्रेन एंड दोस्ती नहीं करना उसके लिए. इन ए फ्लाइट आल्सो एनी अदर नेक्स्ट लेफ्ट फेलो, राइट फेलो, हेलो हाउ आर यू, दैट मीन्स, you know, how are you, where are you going, how did you choose this flight, I heard that this flight will crash, so I wanted to die this way, that's why I boarded it. Achha, maybe इसलिए आया. You know, you can't go to every air hostess and all talk to them. Life में ऐसे ही होता है. जो हम अपने आध्यात्मिक साधना के रास्ते में जाने के दौरान मिलते हैं, उनसे आध्यात्मिक रूप से ही डील करना, उसके अलावा कुछ भी नहीं. But all this calls for our maturity of goal and means. For that, relentlessly with faith, at least for a 10 or 5, 8 years, you have to listen to Shastra from Guru without any ego, without any preconceived notion. With ego you listen, you never listen. If preconceived notion you listen, you will have that preconceived conception only. New thing you will not allow to enter. So such person even 20 saal 40 guru se bhi suna, he is like Dhritarashtra, he will carry his own opinion. He will never allow any knowledge to come. That's why egoless, unbiased, faithful, 10 years of listening when it gives us conviction about the goal and the means. At that time we become strong enough not to involve in any antaraya, self created. मनुष्य अंतराय हो गया, क्लियर? सोच लेना. द नेक्स्ट वन वर्ड भूत ही अंतराय. भूत अंतराय, bhuta. And then again, it's a huge subject. Any of the living beings need not take too much importance to the cost of our own sadhana. Then that's what I do. I started doing. Aank band karo for 2-4 minutes. Remember every being of the world and pray to the Lord. Oh Lord, take care of them. See, in Vishnu Sahasranama class, every day we chant Om Sri Maha Vishnu Namaha 12 times. At that time we pray, oh Lord, this Shastra Jnanam and Anumati come to us very soon without any obstacle. So to let every jiva be taken care of by you, that every jiva know that his goal is spirituality. How many we are responsibility कर दिया. Beyond that, I need not worry now. Best thing I have done in praying to for others for their own spiritual evolution. I'm so really relaxed with this prayer. After that, किसी को physically help करो, पैसे दे के help करो, वो help. I am not in that tension. Oh, he will take care. मैंने pray कर दिया. So to not only human being, even any bhutas. No, you can't go and feed every kabutar of the world. जिंदगी बुझाएगा उससे. You are not in this life to take chabutar kabutar. That is when you did not come to study Shastra. After studying Shastra, that also Tattva Shastra, how can anything be goal other than Tattva Anubhuti? After Tattva Anubhuti, you serve every Gilahari of the world. Who says not? We should be very ruthless and strong. These are the sentiments and emotions which make us compromise with our sadhana. Even they also are because of our immaturity, self-created antaraya only. 4 कुत्ते लगा के पाल रहे हैं घर में. अरे भूत, इधर भूत अंतराया. Then when you bring them, you have to give food. When you have to give food, then you have to clean it, you take it for walk and all. Ab, Swami, is it bad? I'm not saying it is bad. If you are a spiritual seeker, it is not only bad, it is worst. Because you are insulting the Guru and Shastra who taught you the goal. Thoda sensitive bano. That doesn't mean we are hating dogs. Everybody have some invited bhuta antaraya. अब लिस्ट आउट करो क्या क्या है जो अदर लिविंग बीइंग्स बिकॉज ऑफ विच वी इन्वाइट प्रॉब्लम्स. Also bhuta also means the पंच महाभूत से होने वाला नेचुरल कैलेमिटीज एटसेट्रा. उसमें भी थोड़ा हमारे खुद के होते हैं. Who told to go and stay in Gomukh and Gangotri when your body cannot permit? अरे अपने औकात समझो. Important point. Like Tapovan Maharaj refused to stay anywhere in between Haridwar to Gangotri. पैदल ही जाते थे. But as he grew in age, he understood कि नहीं कर सकता, इसलिए he took a place in between Uttarakashi. He did not torture his body. Torture in sense, he was महातपस्वी. सेम टाइम इतना भी नहीं करो कि आप शरीर को साधना के लिए भी लायक नहीं रख रहे हो. आई एम टेलिंग भूत, पंचमहाभूत, self created some on the name of tapasya and all. उतना भी नहीं करना. Otherwise what will happen? Your whole mind is lost in like yoga, dietitian. अब इतना लोग उसके पीछे पड़े कि वही जिंदगी हो गया हो. 20 years I did yoga and did what by that? Maintained my body. Means what? Strongly maintained that aham dehosmi. Yeah. That doesn't mean that you neglect sharira and don't do yoga. अब जितना चाहिए उतना तो करना ही पड़ेगा, बट नॉट एवरीथिंग दैट। ऐसा अपने जिंदगी के बहुमूल्य समय को ऐसे एक एक चीज को बांटते रहोगे तो वेन विल यू डू साधना? दैट इज कॉल्ड डुक्रुम करणे नहीं रक्षति सन्निहिते काले संप्राप्ते। मरने का टाइम आया, ये सब आपको बचा, वही तो कह रहे। एनी योगा गुरु इफ ही सेज लर्न 10 asanas and be healthy in your body, then spend your time with that healthy body only for Paramatma Prapti. He is a correct Guru. If a yoga Guru says, only do all 2022 asanas of every animal and make your body fit, and if it doesn't say that body's fitness is for Paramatma Prapti, he himself doesn't know. Then you can be a guru to him and tell, गुरु महाराज आपने योग सिखाया, मैं आपके लिए बहुत खुश हूँ, पर मैं आपको ये बताना चाहता हूँ, शरीर है ईश्वर परमात्मा प्राप्ति, I do it for me, you also do. Because he is not knowing it. Is it not true what we are talking? शरीर प्रोडक्शन, भूत के द्वारा आने वाला अंतराय, वो anything like you are seeing in a big disturbing city, and that so much sounds come, then you can't do sadhana. अब shift करो वहां से, it is self created. हाँ, ऐसा बोला करके जंगल के बीच में मत बनाना, फिर ऑल द टाइगर लायन Namibia cheetahs will attack you. Next one is what? Tridasha upasrushtai. Tridasha upasrushta is what? Two things. One, regular upasana to the Tridashas are not done through the yajna and upasana, pujas. Second, whatever the faculties they are empowering, doing contrary to what is to be done. These to make the three dashas means devatas angry, then they bring the antarayas to us. Is it very difficult to understand? And what is difficulty in half an hour every day spending in some havana, or if you can't do havana every day, you can do a puja to the adhisthana devatas, all of the Indra Varna, सबका स्मरण करके एक पुष्प चढ़ा दो, एक दक्षिण क्या कहते हैं आरती करो, नैवेद्य लगाओ. That's why I do it intelligently. समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो आचार्यभ्यो नमः. So to भक्तेभ्यो साधकेभ्यो साधुभ्यो, because किसी से हमको अंतराय नहीं आना चाहिए. When you wholesale you do नमस्कार, then it is accounted. देखो मैंने किया कि नहीं. They can't say मेरा नाम नहीं लिया, अरे मैं सबका नाम लूँ तो मेरा साधना नहीं होगा. मैंने कहा समझता, you have come in that. Like we say सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु means we have done for everybody's sukha. So we have no more any obligations left. है ना? सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु. See, these are beautiful prayers where we have done our obligations for everyone so that nobody can question us, stop us in our sadhana. So too to devatas daily. Do it, and anything not done, please kshama karo. Help me in my sadhana. No, that is the meaning of Shanno Mitraha Shamvarunaha. See, can relate the Upanishad with this? Is it not? What was said by Shankara there? Praying to all those Mitra, Varuna, Vayu, Ityadi, so that they empower us in sadhana, don't create obstacles. Same idhar aaye ki nahi? Tridasha upasrushtai. And do it every day morning. Are we not chanting Shamno Mitra? Even though sometimes 4 minutes late ho gaya, because that is what making us do the next 40 minutes class uninterrupted. इवन दैट 2 थॉट 3 थॉट 4 थॉट 5 थॉट जितना भी हम सीख रहे हैं उनकी कृपा है उसमें. क्लियर? सो द सेल्फ क्रिएटेड अंतराय with our wisdom, with our commitment, without anushtana vrata, we have to reduce. Still, if they come like a congenital health problem is there, oh, you can't do that. Oh, janam mein dahi, you can't do. So too, the problems coming from manushya, which self-invited, avoid. By themselves they come, still while going through the problem, do sadhana whatever possible. Third, bhuta, all the beings, they are all animals, are the phenomenal forces. Be intelligent not to invite the antaraya from them, but without your choice, out of prarabdha they come, negotiate as much as possible. Finally, even three dasha devatas also create obstructions if they misuse the faculties given by them and if we don't propitiate them by our upasana namaskar. Then why should we take it negatively? ऐसा क्यों मैं अरे why how you ask question? The mother father gave birth and bringing you up. Then love them, serve them, respect them. कहने में मैं क्यों करूँ? How नीच कमीने have to ask that question? When they are taking care of you, is it not worth to respect to them? Why always that asking the freedom from doing duties? See the funny thing? Devatas are giving all power and you have to do namaskar to them. Do it now. It is like salary I want from the bank or company or office. I don't want to work. पर वो काम क्यों करने दे रहे? अरे यार तुमको सैलरी मिल रहा है उधर. Is it not? This is the delusion. What is delusion? You understand this one. Because of non thinking, we are in a state of wrong understanding, taken as right, living on the strength of that confusion. Devatas are giving, like you are coming to my class. Now, what more reason required for me to thank you and respect you? इतना बड़ी है नहीं आ रहा आप तो इतना भी नहीं होगा ना क्लास मेरा अब इसको मैं नहीं समझूं तो देन आई एम नॉट सो वाइज जिनसे हमको जो मिल रहा है अब उन्हीं को ही हम रेस्पेक्ट नहीं करें तो बिना कोई एक्सपेक्टेशन का सबका सर्विस वाला उस स्थिति में हम कब पहुंचेंगे बाय द वे so think if you want for 1 month never mind but in that 1 month sort out pakka how I have to relate to the adhisthana devatas I have to relate to the bhutas how I have to relate to the manusha how I have to relate to myself so that I'm not creating self antaraya in my spiritual sadhana of swadhyaya manana chintana dhyana ityadi and other sadhanas of making our upadhis beautiful called upasana japa ityadi इसमें कोई अंतराय ना हो let us not live whole life like a bewakoof without any clarity only with vagueness you can't you should not I have to tell you मैं तो बेवकूफ हूँ इतना उम्र हो गया फिर भी नहीं पता हर दिन क्या करना है शर्म करो मैं unless I scold like this myself, I don't sit and clearly find out what I have to do to avoid antaraya and without antaraya interruption, do sadhana. This is called maturity. ये अंदर झांकने से होता है उसके लिए दर्पण के लिए आपको स्क्रिप्चर हेल्प करेगा बट स्क्रिप्चर विल नॉट इम्प्रूव यू मिरर विल हेल्प यू टू लुक एट योरसेल्फ मिरर विल नॉट सेट राइट सीइंग द मिरर यू हैव टू सेट राइट is it not? So to seeing Shastra is seeing mirror and not setting yourself. After seeing mirror, you make yourself well. So to अपने आप को सुधारते जाना. Very important shloka. So Bhagavan says, any of the antaraya, you died without knowing the truth, never mind. Your abhyasa bala, whatever you have done, that will take you to the continuation. So in that, we made it to two parts. In the first part for 30 minutes, we spoke about the abhyasa bala. In the second part, in 20 minutes, we spoke for what are the antarayas that come. All varieties, उसमें self created कितने हैं अपने आप कैसे आ सकते हैं in both cases try your sadhana as much as possible. Lord wants only our effort, sincere effort. That is what is liked by him, loved by him. लेकिन नहीं never ever lazy for any reason. कितना किया तुमने डोंट फाइट विद लॉर्ड इवन भगवान से तुमने कितना साधना किया रे डोंट आस्क भगवान आपने तो मेरे को इतने प्रॉब्लम्स दिए पॉइंट इज दैट बेटा इन स्पाइट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम तुमने कितना साधना किया फॉर दैट यू गेट द मार्क्स स्पेशल मार्क्स Ordinary running race is there, but running race with hurdles also is there. Running race with in between दलदल भी होता है ना? लाइक टू व्हीलर राइडिंग कंपटीशन में स्मूथ रोड भी होते हैं, पहाड़ की तरह भी होते, खाई में भी जाना होता है. हाउ मेनी दे डू. लाइफ इज लाइक दैट. एनीवे, सो अश्योरेंस मिल गया ना कि दिस लाइफ इन सिंसियरली वट एवर द योगा साधना वी हैव डन, दैट हेल्प्स अस इन द योगा साधना इज ऑल withdrawing from the Shabda Sparsha Rupa Sagandhadi, controlling the senses, so too withdrawing at the mind level from the thoughts, controlling the mind, then studying Shastra, contemplating, becoming clear about that is the goal, this is the means, even trying on the seat of meditation, all this yoga. इसका हमें अभ्यास करना है. उसके बल के ऊपर, on the strength of this bala, we will be in the next life is put in the path continuation. That is what. Yunjanti yogam. So, and natu karma tantram. Luckily, any of the sciences or subjects you study, next life again you have to study from beginning. Sadhana ऐसा नहीं है. Like in earlier life, whichever the language is born, do I remember any of the language this life? शुरू से फिर सीखना पड़ा कि नहीं? But this spiritual sadhana goes with us. Now you understand one of the day's talk. What stays and leaves you, what goes with you, what you have to take with you, you must know. And do that only. What goes with us, what stays with us, not what leaves us. And most of us do those things or try to gain those things which definitely leave us and go. Or we have to leave them and go. What goes with you, what stays with you. Stays with you is Paramatma, goes with you is all our sadhana samskara. Okay, now even the 30th mantra was seen. Karoti karma kriyate cha jantuho kenapya sauchodita anipatat. Two segregations. A jiva forced by his own vasanas, kya karo, goes on doing karma and gets kicked as a karma follow. हानि पाता मरने तक एक जिंदगी में अगेन ओनली टू बी बॉर्न अगेन टू बी किक्ड लाइक दैट इज अ लॉट ऑफ जीव. व्हाट अबाउट द मुक्त पुरुष, लॉट ऑफ संसार. इट वाज मुक्त का क्या है, न तत्र विद्वान. दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लाइन. टुमारो आई विल टच अपॉन इट. नॉट सो द विद्वान इज one word. See, प्रकृतौ स्थितः अपि निवृत्त तृष्णः स सुख अनुभूत आत्मा भूत्या. अब एक एक पद मुझे 10-10 मिनट एक्सप्लेन करना है. फर्स्ट वन इज व्हाट, न तत्र विद्वान. इफ ही इज ए विद्वान, who is a vidwan, who has experienced the self, therefore vidwan goes with swasukhanubhuto. He was in the anubhuti of the atma sukha. Such person, prakrutau sthitah api, even though he is also in the prakriti made upadhis only, but still he is neither the karoti karma nor is affected by the karma phala kriyate. Why is it so? Because these two things. Swasukhanubhuti, therefore nivritta trishna. Or nivritta trishna, therefore no karma karoti for karma phala, therefore the mind is fully free. With that, he discovered the self and that sukha atma sukhanubhuti, he is there. ने सारे रिपीट करके इधर से इधर एक्सप्लेन करने वाला लाइन है ये. बट वंस यू गेट हाउ टू अंडरस्टैंड दीज क्रूशियल लाइन्स, नो, इट इज सच ए ग्रेट जॉय बिकॉज दिमाग में क्लैरिटी आ रहा है. ऑल डिपेंड्स ऑन फर्स्ट क्लियर अंडरस्टैंडिंग, then only the conviction, then only the initiation for sadhana. Without your conviction, you can never consistently, deeply do sadhana. Superficially, you may do because forced by somebody or some temporary inspiration. But that conviction comes when we thoroughly this way understand these crucial lines. What it is, we will definitely see tomorrow, this second line of it. Then that Jivan Mukta's Lakshanas will be told to us in the next line. Thank you for your patient listening. You are really wonderful. Gurudev bless all of us. Rishi Guru Parampara bless all of us. May Jagan Mata Adipara Shakti bless all of us. Tomorrow onwards, the Navaratri. Let us study Adhyatma Ramayanam for some time.